Two. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Rainbow Support Group weekly live broadcast. We are so glad that you're here with us. If you are joining us for the first time, thank you for joining us. We are the Rainbow Support Group SC based out of Spartanburg. We also have our Charleston chapter. This is Kim Williams, who is our vice president and one of our co founders. Kim, say hi to the people.
Hi, peeps. How are you? I'm sorry, David. David introduced us, and that's very wonderful. That I had to run to the bathroom, but welcome to the pandemic. This is what we do. Want to say hi to everybody today. Thank you, David, for the intro, for everything. You guys make sure if you need to reach us, use our www.rainbowsupportgroup.sc.com or .org, either one. You can reach us through there. You can sign up for our newsletter email list. You can sign up for a contact if you needed to talk to somebody. And we also have all of the contact information for our board members on there so that you can get the help that you need. Tonight, we have Kyson, who is one of our trans coordinators for the F to M department. But before we go to Kyson, I want to talk about today. Today in history, in 2016, the LGBT lost 50 people to a bar shooting, a mass shooting, and they lost their lives. We remember you and we think about you all the time. I'm still waiting to get my tattoo for the Pulse massacre. For those who just wanted to dance, okay? Absolutely horrible event in our world in the LGBT. And today, please remember them and remember how important it is that we all get equality and change in our world so that things like this don't happen anymore. And stay safe while you're out there. All right, Kyson. We have gotten so many compliments on the information that we're bringing to the world through our trans department and the education that people are getting. Today, you wanted to cover dysphoria. Do you have tips on dysphoria? Like, first of all, I guess we should explain what dysphoria is for those who don't know. What is dysphoria, Kyson?
Dysphoria is how you feel. Like you feel like you know who you are, but also at the same time, like you feel like other people may not perceive you as who you are, and that makes you think like be self-conscious, and it messes with your emotions, and it makes you feel like you're not who you are, which you are, but at the same time it's a struggle.
Now, do you have any tips on dealing with dysphoria?
Yeah, I do. I first wanted to say, identify where your dysphoria lies. Point out the things to yourself, what makes you feel less masculine. And then once you figure that out, like try doing the things that make you feel more masculine, like trying different clothes that make you feel better, like make you feel who you are. Yeah. And then like maybe like a haircut. Like, do you feel like your haircut is not as masculine as you want it to be? You could do traditional men's haircuts.
And I've also been told by some trans friends of mine that they do not want to go to a female. They want to go to a barber.
Yeah.
So you should go to a barber. Yeah. Now in the upstate, we all use Chief. Chief understands trans and right. And he's been a king forever, so he gets it. So yeah. A lot of my people go to Chief because they know it's okay, and then he takes care of them and makes them look all butch and shit.
Yeah.
And it does matter if they get their hair done right. So for real, do your hair. Okay, what else?
Like you can cut off your sideburns, because men generally have them cut. Sorry, that was my dog. Men
Wow.
generally have them cut straight across, and women's like just fades
Hang
in.
out.
Yeah.
Hang out.
So if you
They
cut
just
off your
hang out.
sideburns straight across, it'll make you have a more masculine appearance.
That's a neat suggestion. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's neat. That's one of those visual things that, you know. But then I don't pay attention to that shit. So you're teaching me stuff too,
Mhm.
because I don't care what you look like, but I know I'm Kim.
Yeah.
If you tell me that you're a dude and you have some feminine features, I would never notice them or care about them because you told me you were a dude. So
Right.
then you're just a dude. Okay, Kyson and I found out too, and I just have to share with everyone because I'm kind of upset about it. Kyson was talking about his voice thing, and he said that he had a thing on his phone. So, me being bored, I went on my app thing and I said, well, I want to see. So I downloaded this voice thing on my phone. I want y'all to know that I'm a dude, like 100% a dude. And I'm not a dude. So anyway, just because we sound a certain way or we look a certain way, please remember that you are who the hell you are. Okay, regardless of what that machine said, I'm still a girl. I'm sorry I talk like a dude. Okay, now Kyson,
Yeah.
what about shaving?
First of all, you don't have to have facial hair to shave.
Correct.
You can shave whenever you want. Women and children who have not gone through puberty have peach fuzz, and men in general do not. But when you do shave, use gel rather than cream or foam because it cuts down on irritation. And then when it comes to the razor, use twin blades rather than triple, because like Mach 3 can cause ingrown hairs if you aren't on testosterone.
I wonder why that would even matter.
I've just researched that a few razors, if you don't have facial hair already, it will cause ingrown hairs.
Neat info. I love education. All right, now what other stuff about the shower and stuff?
Generally, you want to shave right after a shower, or if you have not taken a shower, you can put like a hot washcloth on your face for 5 minutes beforehand. And when you do shave, don't shave upwards, you shave downwards. And you start from the sideburns and go towards your jaw. And then when shaving your mustache, don't pull the razor over your lip, and you don't want to put too much pressure on it because you will put yourself at risk for getting nicks or cuts.
Wow. Wow. And you know, that's so funny. And my facial thing is this. Away. Every single one away.
The only thing I do that for is my unibrow.
Well, that's acceptable. That's acceptable. Okay. Do you use aftershave?
Yeah. It's preferred that you use aftershave every time that you do shave. So because it helps sterilize your face and it'll help your face hurt less and it helps prevent razor burn.
Very good. You know, one of these days, it sounds really cool. And I didn't think about it because y'all are so face fur happy. So I've never had to counsel anybody on how to shave.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like there's like a skill to it.
Yeah.
So I just want to throw it out there. Hey, dear peeps, if y'all need lessons on how to shave your face, contact Kyson. It sounds like there's a way you do it to make sure you don't get bumps all over your face. That's really cool information. And I didn't ever think about that. Like, how would I say it? Like, if you said, Kim, shave your face, first of all, I wouldn't. But Kim, shave your face. I wouldn't know how. Like you were like, I would just think you just shave,
No,
like you do your legs, you shave your leg, you
'cause-
just shave. There's no situation.
yeah, because hair generally grows in one direction, and if you shave it in the wrong direction, it's just gonna irritate your skin.
Very good. Nice information, dude. Okay, now let's go on to some more dysphoria. Dysphoria is horrible for the trans community people
Hmm.
and for old people like me. There's so many aspects of our lives that we can modify to make it better for us because like you and I were talking before, Kyson, a lot of this stuff is in your head.
Hmm.
Okay. Just because you're trans does not mean the rest of the world does.
Hmm.
Okay. But you think everybody can tell and everybody can see and everybody can hear my voice and everybody can do, but that's not actually true. Most of it's not noticed at all.
Hmm.
Okay. But I know that going through these things, like all of this that we've talked about, it's just how I can present myself in a more general way. What about things like working out and bodybuilding and stuff? Other
Yeah,
things.
it's important to work out. It'll also help with dysphoria quite a bit because building muscle creates a more masculine appearance. And when you start working out and you're building that muscle, you get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you can do specific workouts to help you build muscles and look more masculine.
And another thing I know from the trans friends that I've had, I've been blessed with so many people that teach me things. Testosterone actually causes your muscles to expand and to grow.
Mm-hmm.
You need to work out.
Right.
And all the trans boys that I knew when they started testosterone, they got these really butch jobs. And I'm like, why are you doing that? And they're like, man, I get to work out every day. And they loved it. But if you're not working your muscles, they're going to get sore because they're growing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're working out, not only that, that's good for your mental health. It's
Mm-hmm.
good for your physical health, but it's also going to help you and your testosterone create this person you're creating because you are medically creating different cells and different bigger muscles and bigger.
Exactly.
So bodybuilding and working out is not only for dysphoria, it can help you with dysphoria, but it actually benefits the F to M anyway.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Absolutely. Now, what about binding?
First of all, you only want to bind when necessary. Because being in a binder too long is dangerous to your health. You always have to remember to take a break, like at least 2 days off a week, and don't wear your binder for longer than, I would say, 8 to 12 hours, because then it will cause you to not be able to breathe, and it can make you tired, and you can get overheated. And just always remember to be safe, drink enough water. And if you are ever feeling too strained, take it off, take a break, because your health is more important than binding.
Right. Now, I've heard people in crisis and they tell me, I don't ever take it off. I don't ever take it off. I sleep in it. I take it off for a bath and then I put it right back on. Look, who would call me? It's Friday during a live. Who would call me? Okay, that's so weird. Okay. Kaylin, I'm on a live. I can't help you. Wow. No, and binding, you have to remember, it does squish your lungs and it does squish your ribs and it does do that. It also, your skin needs to breathe too.
Right.
Like if your skin's always covered, that's not good either.
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself a break. Okay, dear trans people, don't hurt yourself. When you go home, be you and sleep with no shirt on at all in the blanket. I mean, love you. It's okay, you're trans. I talked to somebody the other day who was so upset about being trans, and I said, you do realize in some countries that they think of trans people above other people, correct? And you know that the Native Americans call them two spirits, correct? And you know that in some countries, they want a trans to bless them. So when you see a trans in the street, you would go up to them and have them bless you because they're so special. So when I hear the trans people bash themselves and say that I'm a freak or that there's something wrong with me, I have to say, no, you need to come into my world. The trans people in my world are beautiful, respected, wonderful people. Our Pride movement was initiated by trans people. Okay, pay attention. Don't be embarrassed to be trans, be proud. I know the world doesn't see it that way, but the rainbow does. And I want you to know that we love you very so much, just like you are, and that we will walk with you in your path to change your direction if that's what you want to do. Okay, because that's great. But I hate hearing trans people say that they're not good. They are good. In some countries and cultures, they're better than cis people. Okay, so just know that. Just know that. And Two Spirit, I think Two Spirit is just the most romantic way to look at a trans. It's just beautiful. And for them to honor it that way and respect it that way, I think it's phenomenal. I think we all need to get on that page. Quit trying to make these people be whatever that fits into our head. Let them be them, man. Let them be them. All right, so we talked about bodybuilding and shaving and binding. Okay, what about shoes? Shoes matter.
Yeah. I mean, there's not like, you don't want to wear like women's shoes because they're all like lighter shades and all that stuff, and they look pretty feminine the way they are shaped. Women have generally like skinnier feet and men have wider feet. So you can go, if you have bigger feet, you can wear men's shoes. Or if your feet are small like mine, I go to the little boy section at Walmart and I buy a
I've
pair
heard
of
that.
boys shoes. I mean, I got some Jordans in the boys section for like not even $20.
I've heard that.
And I mean, that'll help. I mean, because a lot of people are self-conscious and stuff in public and they look down. They're going to be looking at your shoes. So
All right, hang on. We were just talking. Where did she go? I'll be okay. Hey, Chloe, you okay? I see that Callie reached out to you and David reached out to you. Okay, make sure that I hope one of you guys got it. Okay, somebody put in there that they needed to talk to somebody right now. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you know we do that first. That's you need us, we got you. We will stop the world for you.
exactly.
And it looks like the board's jumping on it. Okay, I think the board's got it.
Okay.
I love my board. Amen. Let me tell y'all. Look, my face got all red. Look, very nice. Very good. Well done. Well done. Well done. Catch them before they fall. Catch them before they fall. Don't let them sit too long. Our poor LGBT community, if you leave us too long with our thoughts, it's just not a good thing. Somebody grab a hold of it, derail it, set it on another thing, and it'll be good. Okay, right. But if you leave it sit too long, you know. But I'm not saying that to bash us. Okay, no. I'm here to validate that we have a tough life, and with the pandemic and everything else as well, right now everything's on like steroids. It's like huge. So I am totally open to accept people tripping out. Look, and then it got quiet, so I think they got it. Okay, if everybody's okay, then we're good. Okay. Do you see? Y'all just watched the board freak out about a human. So if you ever doubt that we care, don't doubt that we care. Okay, because we're like, wait a minute, you're not alone. Okay. Oh, I wanted to introduce this one first. Remember, the rainbow, we're real and we're raw, but we don't want to offend anyone. Okay. We have a mission to educate everyone, and we really believe in that. So what we're going to talk about, trans men know about. Okay, it is a standard conversation. But for the rest of you that don't know, there is a device called an STP, and it's actually, the name of it is stand to pee. If you know, most women, some women don't, but only because I know them and they're weird, but they sit down to pee. And men in general, but I know men that sit down too, but whatever. Men in general stand to pee. So it's a device that they use that they can actually urinate while standing, and it's called a pack. Back in the day before they came up with STPs, they would use rags or towels or things like that to make it appear as if I have bottom parts. But now they have this thing called an STP, and you can wear it all the time, and it looks just like the part. So there's that. That's our education on what it is, and it's called an STP. And then, Kyson, let's talk about STPs.
Okay. You can use an STP, so you can stand to pee, and I would first prefer to like practice in the bathtub, because it can be hard to maneuver sometimes, but practice, and always like make sure that you fully got it down before you go in public and use it.
I thank you for that, because of all the dudes that I've ever talked to, and Kyson, you know I used to have a lot of dudes, okay? They told me about STP, they told me what it was, but I never heard that shit about practice.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't think about that, and they never said nothing, so I didn't think about it.
I mean, generally when you first start practice in the bathtub, because it's a larger area, and if anything spills out, you can clean it real easy.
How cool. I didn't even think about that.
Versus the toilet, and you could get it all over the floor.
Hello, Sahel. How are you? And how dare you? I thought you moved. I think you moved away. And I was only gone for a little bit, but you said you're going to come back for bowling. You need to do that. You need to do that. And for pride. And for pride. And this year I don't have that many entertainers, so I'm going to be at the tent a lot. I'm excited. Now I get to hang out with the peeps. Now that I said that, now I'm going to end up on the stage. But no, not as of yet. Not as of yet. No. As of yet, I'm in the tent. Voice.
Yeah. So when it comes to your voice, like, men speak in more of a monotone kind of voice, like their voice pitch is lower and their sentence doesn't go up. When women's, when they talk, they go up. Men just stay straight across, like constant, and women do pitch. So men speak more of a monotone kind of voice, and I would practice in front of a mirror. Just look in the mirror, look at yourself, pretend you're somebody else and you're talking to somebody else, and see your mannerisms, how you talk, the way your face looks, and the way you word things and how it sounds.
Wow. Wow. But y'all, I'm a dude. According to that thing, I'm a dude, because my voice totally stayed down. Like, I'm not a dude, though. See, and that's why I say, y'all, don't worry about things so much. Okay, I'm a girl, like I'm a way girl. And everybody who knows me knows, like, I'm an extremely femmy girl. But everybody's like, you're butch. I'm like, well, then you don't know me. I'm competent and I am forceful. But I am definitely femme. But my voice is low and always has been. When I was in school and I was in chorus, they had to put me between the girls and the boys because my voice was so low that I would sing with the tenors. Okay, right. So it isn't it. But I, and then I say, okay, so the voice thing isn't a boy or a girl thing. Clothes are not a boy or a girl thing. It's what you're comfortable in.
Right.
Okay, like I know that you look great in blue jeans, okay? But I'm really fat. Okay, if you put me in a pair of blue jeans, I'd look really fat. I would look better in a big shirt and like some yoga pants, kind of. I'd look better like that. I think that a strong woman, okay. Everybody says intimidating or whatever, butch or whatever. I'm like, no, you just don't know me then. You don't know me. Anyway, okay, so the voice thing, yes, you can work on it. And just to let you know, there is this really cool thing that you can download on your phone. And it's an app. And if you want to see where your range is, and I guess now remember, you can go to a voice specialist. I know that trans girls do that sometimes to learn pitches of voices and stuff. You can do that as well. And I do know that once you start, now remember, we're focusing on trans men this Friday. Next Friday is the female. So I'm just going to kind of shut up, Cora. I'm going to focus on the trans men part. Okay. And in that, what was I talking about? Cora, you can't do that. I don't have Mocha sitting here to tell me what I'm saying. What was I talking about?
Voice.
The voice. Your testosterone is going to cause that to go lower even without class. Okay, so if you're like, I'm on testosterone and now what about my voice? What about my voice? Time. It will change. And I've seen very many boys do some YouTube videos. And what I would suggest you to do just to watch, because you're not going to hear the change because you're going to carry the change with you. So you won't hear it. So before you start your medicine, take you a little YouTube video. And then in 3 months, take another YouTube video. And then in 3 more months, take another YouTube video. You'll be very impressed. It does change. And it's amazing how much it does change. But unless you see it like that, you're not really going to notice it. But, and to all those people out there that are trans who have yet to start the process, courage, strength, and hope. We're here to tell you that if you want it, work for it, you'll get there. You know, Kyson, he's come a very long way. It isn't instantaneous. Okay, this is things we have to work towards and for. So, you know, it'll come with time. It'll come with time. But I like your voice. I like your voice. I don't know. But then I just like my LGBT humans.
Right.
So I like you the way you are. Okay, is that the way your voice sounds? Then cool. I like it. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, now this one was funny. I know about the mannerisms things, but I only know of that from promoting and training drag kings. Okay, like I used to say, my phrase was, I turn women into men. Okay, and on the stage, a true drag king is a female who dresses as a male in an entertainment arena, okay, as a performer. The points that Kyson is going to make to you are very funny because they are very true. And when we were going over it, I started giggling and I'm like, that's exactly true, because that's what I told them when they would, you know, when you're trying to be a dude and in entertainment, I'm not talking trans, I'm talking in entertainment. When you're a girl, you're raised with so many behaviors, the way we walk, the way we hold our shoulders, the way we hold our head. It's just very feminine, and it's the culture that teaches that. Our parents teach us that, whatever. When which I wouldn't do, but you know, if I was to go and try to perform as a dude, I'd have to change everything except for my voice. I would have to change everything about me because I behave very femininely. These are great tips. So what about mannerisms do you need to pay attention to, Kyson?
Okay, so first of all, if you look around at everybody, women tend to be less obtrusive. They have their knees tight together, their hands in their lap, their legs crossed at the ankles. Men take up more space. They have their legs wide open. If they cross their leg, they don't cross their legs really. They just set their foot on their knee. That's as far as they go generally. And their arms are spread out. They're not all closed up in their lap. They have their arms out, their legs wide open. Because
dudes, they sit back.
They sit back because they got to
breathe. They sit back. They take over that chair now.
Right.
They do.
So Sorry, go ahead.
So I guess it would be good that if now I know from drag kings that I've taken care of before, they go through YouTube and you can look up drag kings. If you want to study behavior, that would be a cool way to do it because they're trained to do that. Like I always used to tell the boys, women walk like from their shoulders. They walk forward a little bit, but men walk with their chest. So they walk out. So as long as your chest is out, but they also walk with their hips forward. Whereas women do not. Women kind of pull their hips in, right? And they go like that. Whereas men walk forward. So if you needed some mannerisms training, I would suggest YouTube look at some drag kings. I mean, because they actually get crowns for that. They actually, you have to present as a male, and in a competition against others as male. And so when you're looking at somebody who's practiced for quite some time. Now, there is crappy drag. I have to tell you, there is crappy drag. So just, look for somebody who's got a crown. That's usually the way, unless it's a rigged pageant. But then you'll know. Crown or not, you'll know. If they don't show up for events and, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, behaviors. Now, this last note you put on here, we're going to wait because that's the most beautiful sentence ever. And we're going to do that last.
Okay.
Okay, that falls into my love the trans people thing. Okay. Now, I do want to say, like always, we have stuff going across the bottom of the screen. The partners and organizations that we deal with that help us with our mission of keeping the LGBT alive and surviving. You can contact any of these groups if you need to. We've got Moms Hugs, PFLAG, Clemson University. We've got Piedmont Care. If you need any help for AIDS, anything, okay, we've got you covered. We also have crisis lines that you can get to on here, the trevorlifeline.org. You can contact them if you have any trouble. We also have the RAINN National Sexual Assault Line. That organization right there, RAINN, RAINN.org. If you call that organization, they actually have the system set up to where your number comes in, it determines your location, and moves your phone call to the crisis rape center in your area. Beautiful. Okay, you don't even have to do anything for that. Julie Valentine Center, that is in Greenville, South Carolina. If you have any rape issues, please give them a call. They'll call you back and it's totally anonymous. And then People Against Rape, that's out in Charleston now that we're down there taking care of you guys. You have a 24-hour crisis line down there as well. Please give them a call. They're PAR. You can look them up on Google as well. And then the South Carolina Protection and Advocacy for People with Disabilities. So if you have disabilities and something's happened to you and you need to talk to somebody, please reach out. We talked about it on our live on Tuesday, Mocha and I did, about the LGBT not calling out for help because they don't want to, because we're not treated equal. We're not treated with compassion. Some of our concerns are brushed off like they're not important. But I'm here to tell you that the LGBT receive medical care, mental health care, and everything else. Just because you're LGBT does not mean that you're not deserving of these things. Yes, you are. If you need help, please contact us and we can get you help. We can figure out how to get you help. Even if you're in a different city or a different state, you can call us. Maybe we can do some research, find out what's in your area, call them for you, and then get them to get in touch with you. Please know we understand that it's scary asking for help, and we get you. But if you don't ask for help, then you're not going to get the help that you need. So we're adamant and shoving it, and I know it's annoying, and I'm too bad. We're going to make you live, okay? Sorry. Okay, Kyson. I know, especially in South Carolina. Now, I do have to say, though, that I want the world to know within the next month, the trans department, all 4 of our trans coordinators are compiling lists. They are compiling health resources, mental health resources, and bathroom resources. So please know, bathroom issues are an issue, and we are working on getting you guys a list. And that way, you'll know before you go in if they're safe to use the bathroom or not. I'd like to find, well, I know clubs usually don't care, but we need to check and we need to find out. So I wanted to go over some bathroom tips, and then I want to know if you have any others. Okay. First of all, what do I say? Just common stuff. Check and see if they have a unisex bathroom or what they call a family bathroom. You're more than welcome to use that without even causing a stir if they have one. Also know if they're LGBT friendly. Now we're going to help you with that. We're going to create a list within the next month, and then it'll be out there for you. But find out if they're LGBT friendly. Like, I know we have rainbow meetings at Panera Bread a lot, and they don't care at all. Like, everybody uses whatever bathroom they want to at Panera's. I also know a lot of the prides that I've been to, when the queens needed to go to the bathroom, they'd have me wait outside the door for them, and then they'd all go into the bathroom, which is totally fine. I mean, if you have somebody with you that can do that, that'd be great. It does put you in the position, though, to talk to the restaurant or whatever, and I always love that conversation. Ma'am, they can't be in there. Yes, they can be. Okay, so make sure that the person that's watching the door is like me. Okay, because you're not going to tell me my people can't use the bathroom. Okay, now you think you're going to make a scene. No, I'm going to make a scene. Okay, you're going to let them go to the bathroom, and then we're going to go and sit down. Okay, I'm standing here so that your customers don't have to be affected by it. However, they have a right to use the bathroom. And I feel if you dressed as a girl, you can go to the girls' bathroom. I gotta say that. Look, that's the wrong one. And I told you about it. Now, oh, and I like this. If you're confronted in a men's bathroom, back out of the room and leave. Now, if the establishment is safe enough and you're familiar with them, you could go and talk to management, okay, and let them know that something occurred. If, however, it's safer for you to just leave, then just leave. Okay. Safety has to be number one. Now, in the heterosexual world, they really don't pay attention to stuff like that at all. But to ours, it could be life or death. So if you think you're in trouble, get the hell out of there. Okay. Stick with what you know. But we're going to get you a list. We're going to get you a list. Now, Kyson, is there anything else in a bathroom, if I was a trans dude, that I'd need to worry about?
Generally speaking, not really. I mean, you're only in there to do one thing. Nobody's going to be really looking at you. You're just going in there to pee. So if you have confidence, I mean, you're fine. I personally just use the men's room anywhere, and I walk in there with my head held high. I don't make eye contact, and I just go in there, do my thing, wash my hands, and I get out.
Now, have you ever had a problem in a bathroom?
No, only in women's restrooms when I was told that I had to use the women's restroom. But I fought for my right because it was against their policy. And I told them, hey, this is against policy. I can use whatever bathroom I identify with. So.
Education is key.
Right.
Education is key. Know what you know now. Know what you know. But then I think, with all this we've been talking about, I hate that we have to talk about that, but that's safety. Safety, 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 safety. Period. We're LGBT. Wake up.
Right.
Wake up. Safety, 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 safety. We will have that list for you, though. I'm pretty excited about our trans department. They're kicking ass. They're doing all kinds of stuff. Now, this last thing, the confidence part.
Yeah.
Read that.
If you believe you're a man, which you are, and project this belief to the world, it'll go an extremely long way. Don't worry about having a high-pitched voice, like a smooth face, small shoulders, wide hips, height. There's some regular non-trans men have features like that also that people may perceive as feminine. There's even men that have enlarged chests. So, I mean, there's men of all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
As long as you have confidence, confidence is key.
It is. It is. And not only that, but we have a right to be who we are.
Exactly.
And we have a right to go to the bathroom, and we have the right to do whatever. All of these techniques, I think, are great for making you feel better. I don't give a shit, and that's just a Kim thing. If you fit in the world, okay, if you'll notice, the world's kind of screwed up right now. So their opinions are kind of like, wherever. I think that you should take care of you. These are great. The bathroom safety. Okay, that's what I take away from that. Be safe, watch your back, do what you gotta do.
Right.
This stuff right here, though, I don't want anybody to think that if you do these things, you're gonna be normal. No. These things just make you feel better. Okay? You are you. We love you. We love you. If doing these things makes you better, then we can help you do those things. But I want you to know that we love you just like you are. And I know trans people don't want to hear that. They're like, fuck you, don't say that. No, I do. I do. And I will walk with you in your journey to get where you want you to be. Because however you are here presenting to me, I love you. You're my human. You're LGBT and you rock. Now, do you want to have surgery? Let's work for that. You want medicine? Let's work for that. You want to get your hair cut? Let's call Chief. Okay, I'm down. But I will not ever say that unless you do these things, I will not accept you. That is bullshit. Not only that, I know very many trans people who will never have surgery and who will never be on medication due to health reasons. That does not make them any less trans. They are trans. They just can't go down that path. That doesn't mean I'm going to love them any less, or I'm going to say, you ain't trans. Okay, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And the rainbow is here to stand beside you and say, and we love you just for being trans. Absolutely. These are great suggestions, though, for mental health. What am I looking at this like? But Kim, you just said you don't like that for that. I don't, but I like it for mental health. This is going to make them feel better. This is going to make them thrive and survive. This is going to keep them on their path to where they want to end up. So I'm down. Love my trans people, y'all. Also, I saw that Peach View, another trans girl was killed. Another trans girl was killed for being trans. Okay. So being trans, I don't take lightly. I don't think it's funny. I don't think that it's a game. I don't think that it's a costume. Okay. These people's lives are at stake. I need them confident. I need them checking their safety. I need them making sure they're okay. Kyson, I thank you for everything. Now, we still got a lot of time to talk. So if any of the peeps want to talk, give us some questions. Let us know. And if I miss them, David can put them up. I've got a screen right here to where David can put it up and I can see what he's saying. So I'll be aware. We've got time to talk to you. Is there any trans boy questions you guys have for Kyson that he can help us out with? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but normally I'm the one that has a billion questions. But I think I'm up to date on what I know. So I haven't learned anything new yet. I know some really cool stuff, but I don't know. So they'd have to ask. But what else was there to talk about? Trans boys usually don't have as much trouble as trans girls do, which is true.
Yeah.
They really don't. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what. That's a human thing, like of someone who's afraid of trans. Why would someone who's afraid of trans be more afraid of a trans female versus a trans male? I don't, to me, they're equal, but I know that my perception of the world is weird because I accept a lot of things that people don't accept. So I know that my view is a little different from most, but I don't understand why you would tolerate. But then I guess it's that gross thing like gay and lesbian. I mean, how many times have you heard, ew, I hate those gay men? And then if you say you're a lesbian, like, can I watch? So I guess it's the same thing, maybe. How do you size yourself? Oh, how do you size yourself when you start to buy clothes out of the men's section? Good question, Lex. You rock. Boom.
I mean, generally, like if you know what size in women's clothes that you are, it's like 1 or 2 sizes up in men's or down in men's. I meant like a medium in women's would be like a small in men's. Like I personally wear like medium in women's clothes and small in men's. So because men have bigger body structures and women are more petite. So you always want to try like a size down in men's.
Very cool.
And then go
Shoe
from there.
sizes are different too.
Yeah. Men's the like generally like I wear size 7.5 in women's shoes. And in men's I wear like a 6. So that's I mean, but finding a 6 in men's is hard, so that's why I said try the boys section. I wear shoot, what size do I even wear in boys? I think I wear a 6 in boys, 6 or 7. I got
That's
tiny
sick.
feet.
I'm used to drag queens, and so when I say what size shoe do you wear, they'll be like 12, 12 and a half. And then so I'm listening to this little 6, little feet.
Yeah.
You're not a queen. You're not a queen. Queens have big feet, but you wouldn't know it. It's too funny. Okay, these women, these queens, they wear the largest size, like 11, 11 and a half, 12, 13. But their feet don't look like that.
Right.
Like they look like little feet. Like I've held those shoes and put them on their feet and they don't seem like they're a size 13. Okay, really. But then again, size is just all relative.
That's right. I wear like a 5.5, 6. My bad.
Look, that's why we all have wives. I don't have wives. I'm already over mine. I already had mine. I served my time. No, that Lex is Kyson's wife, and so she's popping in on there and correcting him when he's wrong. Gotta have a wife, Kyson. Everybody gotta have a wife.
I have.
Okay, what about buying pants when you have bigger thighs and a bigger butt?
I mean,
because that's a woman body.
Yeah.
Woman body has that. So what do I do with that when I want to turn it into man pants?
Different brands of men's clothing have like different standards on their sizes. So like you just got to go through all the different brands. Like I don't know, Big and Tall at the mall. I don't know if it's still there anymore, but they have a lot of good options too for like people that are like on the bigger side. And they have a lot of different options there. American Eagle, like I think I wear like a 30-30 in men's, but I just have issues with the legs being too long because I'm short.
You show. I do that.
My little 5'3", but
right. I understand that. And remember who my friend is Princess Mocha, and she's only all the pictures with her. I'm looking up at her. I'm sorry, I'm so short. My mother was 6'2", though. Whatever. Okay, I was going to talk about something else. What was it? We talked about the bathroom. We talked about dysphoria. And you know what? I heard of a trans person the other day. I don't know how it would help. I guess visually it would help, but you're washing yourself, so I don't know. Somebody said that when they have dysphoria really bad, they avoid taking a shower because it really bothers them. But the only way they're able to take a shower is if they turn the lights off. then they can take a shower and it makes them feel better.
Mhm.
I don't know. Is that a good suggestion in
I
your
mean,
opinion?
I sometimes I take a shower with the lights off. It's like your body, you know what's where. So as
Right.
long
I was
as
gonna
you're familiar,
say,
if you're familiar with your bathroom and where everything is, and you can go ahead and shower with the lights off. That way, you can't really see anything. So yeah, I can
does it
understand how
help?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've showered with the lights off a few times,
Really?
and some candles lit up for minimal sight, so I can see where things are.
Huh. Learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. Yeah. Didn't even think about that part. You, in dealing with the rainbow, we have to work really hard to separate from ourselves and our views and to put our feet in their shoes and literally stop to look out from their eyes, not your eyes. Don't put yourself in their shoes and look out from your eyes. You haven't done anything. You need to put yourself in their shoes and look out from their eyes. What do they see? And then you can help them. If you try to put it into your box, you're not going to get there. Okay, Kyson, you got a question. What about grooming, babe?
Grooming, just I use men's products. I use men's razors. I use men's shampoo. I use men's body wash, and they have men's loofahs. Like I know Axe has a specific kind of a loofah.
It's a fucking loofah.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like they have men's grooming products.
That's so funny. So now we have a boy rag and a girl rag.
I know.
Come on. Okay, whatever. But good answer. Good answer. Is that Cat? Cat, did that answer your question, babe? And if that's not right, I took my glasses off. I think it's Cat. I swear I can't see shit. But I've been doing so much paperwork, so I'm using my glasses all the time. So now when I take them off, my eyes are like, where'd it go? But anyway, so we've got 8 minutes left. Does anybody have anything else to say? Now we'll see you guys again next Friday. We're going to do the girls next Friday, the trans girls. Like I told you, in the next month, Lex wants you to show us your loofahs. Did you have weird loofahs?
No, I just have standard ones. I just grab
Okay.
one, say it's cheap, and I go. I don't care what.
See, that's me. Ghetto tub, man. We're just here to get clean.
Right.
Oh, too funny, David. You're hilarious. Yes, we're blind as hell, but we do well. We do.
We're all blind, okay?
Exactly. Plus, I've killed these people for the last 2 months. We've done nothing but paperwork. But as of Monday, the rainbow gets to sit down, except for a resource list.
Yeah.
And of course, David. We're working David to death. No, David is actually working David to death. And I just want to put that out there as a footnote that we don't abuse our people, but our people have been known to abuse themselves. And that's David Poteet. But if you're from the upstate, you know who he is and what he does, and he doesn't do anything halfway. No. So nothing else to talk about? Oh, and we do have Give Out Day coming. Give Out Day is June 30th. It is the only national LGBT Give Out Day across the nation. We are going to be a part of that. We started, they wanted to do a run from June 1st until June 30th. Well, of course, we caught on late because we're the rainbow and that's the way we do things. But we put ours up the other day. So we are doing that as well. So we will be joining them on the 30th. Well, at midnight on the 30th. So again in July. So it's just going on right now. Everything's going on right now. And the rainbow paid for our Pride registration to Charleston Pride. Woo! We don't know if it's going to happen, but we think it's going to happen. And we are paid and ready if it is going to happen. That's right, because we're taking over Charleston that weekend. Friday, we're having our big kickoff party, and we're going to meet a lot of new friends down there. I'm excited. And the drag from there, I'm excited. And then Saturday is Pride. So I'm pretty excited about that. We have our new Pride banners. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. And to our Orlando people, we love you and we miss you. We love you and we miss you. We have 5 more minutes. Guys, we don't want to talk about nothing?
I think I've covered everything I needed to talk about this one. I can't
And your
really
wife
think of
said
anything
they're
else.
his and hers. They're his and hers, Lufa. So y'all are dorks. All I got to say about that. But remember, I'm single. I'm allowed to laugh at you guys. I'm allowed to laugh. I don't have one of those. No, I don't have one of those. What was I gonna say? I guess we're done. But anyway, remember, guys out there, we do these lives just to keep us busy. Not us, y'all. Give you something to do on a Friday night if you're all still locked in. Down here in Florida, we are still locked in. I know Kyson's still locked in. Now his wife is in the medical field, so she's been working. Everybody stay safe still. Keep your mental health in check. Make sure you know what you're doing. Reach out if you need somebody. Remember, our board is loving their jobs. Make sure you contact them if you have anything to ask them about. They're researching, they're doing, they're here for you. Let them know if you need them. And I guess we'll see you next year. It's fine. Our therapist says we're funny.
Yeah, because we have the same
Great.
therapist.
Okay, great. That wasn't nice of you to do that to her. You should probably have different therapists.
No, I mean, she thinks it's
Or
funny.
bring her vodka. That's what I can say. Just bring her vodka. Just say, here you go. We know.
I mean, she's used to it. I mean,
Hour 1 with him, hour 1 with me. Here's your vodka. You know. Okay, well, we really don't have a whole lot to say. We had a lot to say. We covered a lot of stuff that people don't talk about. Remember, when the broadcast goes off, if you guys have other questions for Kyson, number 1, you can contact him through his email, Kyson Ackley at rsgsc@gmail.com. But it's on our website, so you didn't have to write it down right then. You can find it on our website, and you can click it, and it'll take you to that. Tell your wife to be quiet when we're on live. I can't keep talking to her.
I can't
Lex,
control her. She is a
Lex.
strong, independent woman.
I understand
That's
that,
why I love
Lex. We're on live. We're on live. I can't do that. I can't have a whole conversation like that. Okay, I guess we're done for tonight.
All right.
Whatever you guys need, reach out to us. Kyson is available. Lee is available. Lee is not with us this evening because he's at work. We are all starting to return to work slowly, so I expect, things to change here soon, I hope. And then Fridays, once we find out what's going on with the pandemic and stuff, our Fridays are going to be turned back over to y'all. And then, like Mocha said, if she wanted to do the Tuesdays or something like that, we could, or we can just put these segments into our lives on Tuesdays, because Fridays, I'm partying, Kyson. I hate to tell you. When we done with all this, I'm out. Where's Kim? Kim's shooting pool. Where's Kim? Kim's at the club. Where's Kim? Kim's dancing. Where's Kim? She's doing drag. We doing. Okay. Been in the house long enough.
Right.
Now it's time to go do stuff. Yes. Oh, I can't wait to go dancing. Oh my God. From a chair. Because remember, I can't really dance anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do that anymore. Michael Wooten tried to make me do that and about killed me on the dance floor. He's a real dancer. He was like throwing me around and I couldn't even breathe. I'm like, dude, I got to sit down. I can't do all this. But I can do it from the chair.
Do what you
And I'm
gotta
ready.
do, how you do it.
Do what you got to do as long as it makes you happy.
Right.
Okay, everybody, we love you. If you need us, please reach out for us. Next week, M to F Trans Coordinator Department. We'll see you next Friday. Okay? All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Kyson. All right,
Bye.
David, yank it.